good morning, good morning, YouTube viewers. Good morning, Facebook Nation. Good morning to everyone, all people, all colors, all races, all languages, all over the world. Good morning. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Awesome day today. And we're back. So we got good topics. And today's topic is do not look for the good in others. Fitting topic, and it has positive, negative, but at the same time, this is all about the positive. So we're going to look at why this is a positive thing to say, and you should also adapt this way of the view of how we looking at the good in others. Before we start, click like, subscribe, share. A lot of topics on the playlist talking about different things that we go through in life and just a different way of looking at them. Uh, it's always hard. It's good to do positive, bring positive things, but it's always hard because, misery loves company and misery never sleeps. So, it's ironic that, you and I, we go to sleep, we wake up in the morning, and every day is a new day. We're ready to go at it. But we live in a world where there's a majority of the people that are out there that they don't go to sleep. They're miserable and they're not happy, and they can't wait to get out, not to wake up and get out there to do what we do, which is positive. They want to get out and do bad. They want the first opportunity, so they're actually waiting for you to wake up to do bad things to you. So, and a lot of the times, there's people out there that say, oh, well, that's a good person. So these are the good people that we're going to talk about today, about why it's, don't look for good in people, because in some people there is no good. And this is what this topic is about today. So, do not look for the good in others and learn you, which is a side. So, today's discussion has an ominous connotation to it. Be assured, positivity is what we're about here. In fact, it is directly due to our light, positivity that we have within us, that draws many people to us. People are drawn to light. They want the positivity because it's not in them. So to us, to them, to us, we're normal people. To them, we're alien because they can't conceive how you can have this quality. So these are things that we need to understand about ourselves when we're always saying, well, why, well, why, well, why. After this, you don't have to ask why no more. You'll know exactly why, and you take the power back. So out of the many people, we will find and say, this person is a good person, or they're good people. By knowing the reason as to why we do this tells a lot about who we are and what our needs might be. So when we're looking for things in other people, it's almost like saying what we lack in ourselves. So today we're going to learn how to, not lack within ourselves, which now puts the ball in, everyone else's court. Who are you? So the reason that we do this is because we are looking for ourselves in others. We look for a parent and a mate. A simple process, yet complicated in its functionality. So, we're in our lives, we don't take time to realize that we're actually searching for ourselves. We're searching for an identity. A lot of times we get this confused to say, we have to find that outside and it has to be through our path through life. And that's not true. It's basically saying come back to nature, come back to who you are, and then everything else makes sense. So it's almost like everything is being flipped. But these are things that we talk about, how our reality is being flipped. So we're, instead of acting in a normal way, which we're biologically made to react, we're made in a superficial way. And that's where uncertainty and mystery is. So to say that we're looking for our parents in another mate, a significant other, is not a physical thing. Not saying we want to have sex with our parents. That's not what it is. It's that we seek to perceive we're seeking what we perceive to be love, whether it's one parent or another, whichever one had the greatest impact. It's a love that was formulated, whether it was a love-hate type thing, or whether it was all good, or whether it was dysfunctional. That is the perception of what that individual who the parent impacted. That's their version of love, no matter how it is, no matter how distorted it may sound to you. To them, it's normal. And that's another thing that we have to realize, is that not everyone is you. So that's what it means when we say, not physically. That they imprinted a version of love upon us, whether it be good, bad, whatever that experience is. This also is the cause of stress, by like what we just got through talking about. Some people's version of love is completely distorted, but to them they think that it's normal. So this is a stressor. It causes depression and submission. When we say submit, why would a person submit to feelings like this? They submit because when a relationship changes, or it fails, or you find out that you're being used. So we give things of ourselves, and by giving something of ourselves to another, we lose something from ourselves. And I'm going to explain that one little piece that we give, and that's we're going to discuss that. Hold on. So today we look at this in a different way, and now I'm going to explain it. Number one, what this topic is about: do not look for the good in others. And the answer to that is always be you. Always be you. Never, we're going to get to that about mimicking. Never mimic someone. So when we understand that the first 5 minutes of any conversation is mimic, meaning in family also, no matter who we meet, the first 5 minutes of any conversation is mimic. It's meaningless. The person is not who they are. You're not who you are. You're trying to find ways to come to common ground. We're going to discuss this. What this means by mimicking is that we're getting a feel for the person, a vibe or a frequency, like something we would say, when you say, you're my soulmate. We're looking for a vibe. We're looking for a connection. By adapting another's vibe or connection, so we say, we vibe, we connected. Who connected? Connection should be a mutual thing. But if you're in the process of mimic in that first 5 minutes, then neither one of you are who you are actually saying you are. So how can that person be? So, bring our thinking back to say, hey, let's put things into perspective, and we make better choices. So by adapting to another person's vibe or connection, we offer up a piece of who we are and trusting it to another or others. So no more blaming, and never have to say, I gave you my all. So there's that small piece. When we give a small piece of ourselves, we call it trust. I trusted you with this. And the thing is, never give away never give away what you find most valuable. If you're afraid to lose it. So if it's love that you're giving, you say, hey, well, I gave you my love, then give all your love. If you say, hey, I gave you all my hard work and dedication, then you gave it. So there's no drawback from that. And that's the thing with learning yourself. When you learn yourself, you know that everything is a journey. So if something ends, you don't turn back and say, we really need to make it work. How do you know that? How do you know that, your higher power isn't taking you in another direction? How do you know that your higher power isn't causing, you to break away from, negative things in your life? All this comes from understanding you, and therefore you're walking away from depression. You're walking away from stress. You're walking away from things that hold you back from living your best life, because you are looking for that one attribute that made you say, hey, this is a good person. Think about that. All the other qualities said bad person, but it's that one thing that you're holding on. That's what they call hanging on a thread, I guess. And we're not doing that no more, because again, that's mystery. Are we going to sit in mystery, or are we going to live our best life? So, no more saying that anymore. You know, I gave you my all. No, I gave it to you, okay? You didn't want it, okay, bye. See, moving on. So, let's know ourselves. And let's know that a home is made up of many parts, not just one. And I'm going to say something strange right now, but it's going to make all the sense in the world. And that is, although you cannot use an orange to light up a home, that same orange serves a significant purpose to the home's survival. So although the orange isn't a light bulb, it still serves a major purpose. And the orange will be just an orange. A light bulb will be just a light bulb. But together, they make up part of what makes up a home. And that's what relationship is all about. That's what being a good person is all about. So let's build that home. And that home starts with us, because we're the foundation of our home. Okay, and so to go back to what the orange and the light bulb, the meaning is that we must understand ourselves in this way. The good in others is only the good in which you see. It does not mean a person or they are good for you, or even if they're good to themselves. They might be good for everyone else and put on a showy display. Behind those closed doors, we've all seen it. So lastly, I want to leave you with this. You, as well as we are in the world in which we create. We create our world. When we create our world using mystery, then life is always going to be uncertain. And through uncertainty comes a lot of different emotions and turmoil. Knowing yourself allows you footing to climb any mountain, no matter how high, because always being you, and by always being you, it becomes much harder for others or another to mimic you. Why? Because there is only one you. So yes, that was or is nice of you. Now, who are you? And that's what we say to good people. You know, oh, that was nice that you did it, but, you know, who are you as a person? You know, that's two complete different things. Forget about what this person said. Forget about what that person said. Show me. So this is the world that we want to live in. You know, we want to get beyond the mystery. We want to get beyond the words. We want to get beyond, you know, using words and just throw them out there that really have no meaning, nor do they apply. So, you know, hopefully everyone got something from that. And, you know, to look for the good in yourself. That's where everything is. The good is in you. And by you finding the good in you, we're able to spread it with the rest of the world. And that's what this is all about. You know, finding the good in ourselves and getting back to basics, taking control of our lives. So with that, everyone, have the most beautiful day. Have an awesome day. And I can't wait to get back out and start doing the videos. But I'm in the midst of a project right now, and that project has got me slowed up a little bit. But I'm still here. And with that, everyone, have a beautiful day. Have an awesome day. Click like, subscribe, share. And with that, everyone, peace and blessings.